These latest headlines from ABC15 are sponsored by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorneys. One call, that's all.
Hello, I'm Megan Thompson with your afternoon update on this election day from ABC15 Arizona. And ABC15 continuing to stay on top of a major developing story right here in the valley, a deadly shooting involving Phoenix police. This happened just after 10 last night near 19th Avenue and Southern. Police telling ABC15 a person called 911 to report someone breaking into their home. When officers arrived on scene, we're told the homeowner described the suspect and his vehicle to police, and officers located the man.
There was a brief foot pursuit with the officers. At one point, the suspect was able to brandish the firearm, and that's when the officer-involved shooting occurred.
Officers tell us they found 2 handguns by the suspect and a rifle in the truck. We will stay on top of these developments in this case as we work to learn who that suspect is. This is the 47th shooting involving police in the valley this year. America Votes 2024 and across the country, the polls are now open in Arizona through 7 o'clock tonight. If you're a Maricopa County resident planning on voting in person, you can cast your ballot at any of the nearly 250 polling locations in the county. And as long as you're in line when the polls close, you'll still be able to cast your ballot. If you have a mail-in ballot but haven't returned it yet, you can take it to a ballot drop box or any voting location. For voters in Pinal County who want to vote in person, you do need to check which location you're assigned to at myarizona.vote. Pinal County uses a precinct-based system where voters are assigned to cast their ballots at a specific polling place. So when will we start seeing some results come in? The first round of results are set to come out at 8 p.m. tonight. Maricopa County Recorder Stephen Richer says those first results will mainly be the early ballots that were mailed in.
Are you behind, far behind on processing the ballots right now?
No, simply put, no. Like I said, we're about on par with what we will have reported in the past at 8 p.m. on election night. Now, like I said, it is a lot of work, and that's why we're doing the round-the-clock shifts. But no, it will be approximately 55% of the eventual results will be available at 8 p.m. on election night.
We will be tracking the results all evening with live election coverage starting at 3, lasting through midnight right here on ABC 15. And remember, you can be prepared for all things election with our ABC 15 voter guide. It's filled with what you need to know before you go to the polls and features breakdowns to help learn about all the key races, all the propositions. You can find it right now on abc15.com/voter guide. ABC 15 is following up 1 year after the city of Phoenix cleared out the zone, the homeless encampment just west of downtown. At one time, about 1,000 people were living there on the streets. You can see it has thinned out a lot. Freddie Brown is a business owner, part of that lawsuit that forced Phoenix to clean up the zone. He tells us things have changed for the better, but his business is still impacted.
We don't have the encampments. We don't have 1,000 people down here. We have maybe 100 or so over the weekends and on special days. But we don't have that large volume. Fixed, that's a different question.
We also talked to Circle the City, the organization that provides medical care to people who are homeless. The group says it's become harder to provide those services with former zone residents now all dispersed across the valley. As we continue to bring the latest on Election Day, ABC 15 is making sure we also highlight the good happening in our community while saluting our veterans. Happening today, 38th World War II Korean War and Vietnam War veterans all welcome Hall of Fame inductee Nancy Fassbender to Fountain View Village in Fountain Hills to honor Veterans Day. Fassbender is also Grand Marshal of the Phoenix Veterans Day Parade. That parade will be next Monday, Veterans Day, starting at 11 a.m. Our Nick Saletti will be there this year as MC alongside ABC 15's Christine Stanwood.
With your most accurate forecast on this election day, I'm meteorologist Jorge Torres. Today, mostly sunny with light winds and a high of 75 degrees, which is still below average for this time of year. Across northern Arizona, we'll keep the highs in the mid-50s in Flagstaff. Same for Heber and Show Low, too, with 60s and 70s across the lower deserts, with winds picking up late tonight once again across Mojave County, specifically for areas like Bullhead City and Lake Mead, and even southwestern Arizona, too, beginning tomorrow. But today, winds not really concerned. Some breezes in northern Arizona, anywhere from 10 to 15 miles per hour for areas like Flagstaff, Winslow, and Kingman. But the winds pick up a little more beginning Wednesday, especially in western Arizona, where gusts of 50 miles per hour cannot be ruled out. Here in the valley and in the high country, we do anticipate breezy conditions Wednesday into Thursday, with cooler temperatures here in the metro. Highs only in the upper 60s Thursday, but we're back in the 70s Friday and Saturday. Slight rain and snow chances in Flagstaff now Wednesday and Thursday, too, with highs those days in the 30s and lows staying in the teens and 20s.
We will have another update tonight. Until then, you can always get the latest news, weather, and traffic and election news at ABC15.com, or you can download that free ABC15 mobile app.
These latest headlines from ABC15 are sponsored by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorneys. One call, that's all.